I discovered some more knots. Look at this. Starts somewhere over here somewhere. And it's a knot, and it's underneath this lump of material, which is pretty much, you know, the center's right here. So at what point, this is pretty underneath, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty underneath. You're thinking that that's pretty prior to the laying of this, but we'll find out because there's a whole lot of stuff in the interior here. We got more stuff here, and so we get to the interior portion. This is about right the center. See, this is the outer edge. That's that little material. So this is about right in the center. There's a lot of soil accumulated here, but we're still, see, underneath this, what's this knot? Where's it at? This knot's underneath there. So we're still getting to that knot. We're finding these knots are underneath. This could be relatively new. It just falls in and just, you know, it's a small little thing that guy sitting on top of here, always having his little meals. He's I call him a buka. You know, he's a kind of a antichrist spirit. He considers himself to be a god, and he's just, you know, lawless on the land, kind of looking to exploit any vulnerability he can, which is what bukas do. This is the kind of the buka people. That's all there is to know, and that's all there is to do. And it's like, oh great, you know, be a self-serving, sycophantic phony. That's the only authentic people are self-serving, sycophantic phonies. This is the left. That's what the left-hand path is, and that's what these bukas are. And they're really just these characters, like in a movie. They're NPCs. That's really what we're looking at. And I can have a lot more to say about that, of course, and I would say that, you know, because in my life experience, this is only a manifestation in my life experience. This is part of me, my manifestation. That's what this book was always going to tell you. It's like, I'm you, you don't know, I'm you, you don't know. So these are like kind of like the undead DNA of the ancestral past coordinating with you in your experience, and if this nihilism. You know, it's like the doctor who just came up with that. I'm the doctor, spiritual super guru. Like, I met like 500 of these people, more than 500. That's an old number. I met over 500, and going on, you know, I used to be more accessing the people and you know, appraising them. You know, figure out, you know, who these people are and what, and it's just like, whoa, I have really about 500 of meeting these characters. I say, well, I don't need to know any more of these characters, and figuring it, like, this is pretty consistent. That's the only kind of ultra uber super narcissists. That's all I'm running into. And so I have been running into them reluctantly, trying to avoid them, but that's the only kind of people that, you know, you're going to intercede upon, and they're just looking to exploit your vulnerabilities and violate you and do violence to you as much as they can. That's what they are doing, and they're NPCs, and they're tangible. They're existing, and it's just part of like the ancestral memory DNA of the anti-life equation. That's what we're looking at, and it's just, you know, these are the concepts that we see in our inspired works. You know, we see that the Tolkien or the, you know, C.S. Lewis or any of these many endless authors, and you know, even contemporary stuff that's going on right now with is acts of their inspiration, of their creation, or of their you know, oblation. What is that word? Anyway, we'll figure out. So we're gonna get more knots, and I'm just trying to, like, you know, recognize that these knots looking like they're pretty much underneath everything, but there's quite a lot of them. So we'll find out. We're gonna find out because it seems like a lot of effort went to. There's quite a lot of debris I took off. You see, this is all stuff I took off, and I'm stacking it. So if you see that the homeless ragamuffins doing this much work, they don't do any work. You know what I'm saying? They're the laziest and most. But this is kind of like just the auto work of like an AI algorithm of coalition. Maybe, and like I said, the teeth marks on that can looking like a, you know, little guy is doing it. And I have a lot more to say about those things. I'm not going to bring point to that right now, but you know, this is what goes on.